A new era begins in our state today. The 89th governor of the state of Connecticut will be sworn into office in the next hour. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kara Sundlin. We have team coverage of this inauguration. Dennis House is joining us live at the O'Neill State Armory in Hartford. And Dennis, you're first up to tell us what we can expect on this day.
Kara, good afternoon to you. This is going to be a day to celebrate democracy, independence in Connecticut. The 89th governor of our state will be sworn in at just about 12:30. And when you think about that, 88 people have gone before him. And the first one happened when Connecticut was a British colony. Right now, as you see behind me here at the O'Neill Armory, which is also named for another governor, William O'Neill, a who's who of politicos and celebrities are starting to come in. Former Governor Jody Rell is here. Former UConn coach Kevin Ollie is here. The president of UConn, Susan Herbst, is here. That'll be interesting if the two of them run into each other. But it's going to be a day to celebrate history and to also celebrate the future. Let's join my colleague, our chief Capitol reporter, Susan Raff, at the other side of the O'Neill Armory with a look at what the new governor will have to say later today. Susan?
Dennis, there is something very special about an inauguration. As you know, it takes a lot of planning. The guest list is very impressive and obviously very large. They're expecting several hundred people here inside the Armory. We did have a chance to see former Governor Lowell Weicker. He was invited here, in fact, all of the former governors. But Governor Jody Rell did speak with me. She came up here on the riser, and she told us that she is optimistic about Connecticut's future, given the fact that the state faces so many challenges. But the pomp and circumstance and tradition is really the name of the game here for this inauguration ceremony. They'll do the Pledge of Allegiance, and they'll do the swearing in of the constitutional officers. And then Governor-elect Ned Lamont will be sworn in as Connecticut's 89th governor. We're told his speech will be relatively short inside the Armory. After that, the governor will leave the Armory. They will have a 19-gun salute. There will be a flyover. And then Governor Ned Lamont will go over to the state capitol, where he will address the state legislature. Dennis, back to you.
All right, Susan Raff, and you mentioned that former Governor Rell is here and former Governor Lowell Weicker, and of course Governor Malloy will be here. I spoke with, emailed with Governor Rowland, former Governor Rowland, who said he was invited. They told the office he could not attend because he will be out of state. So right now, Governor Malloy is still in charge of the state, and it's unusual because his lieutenant governor for the next couple of minutes, next 20 minutes or so, is Susan Bysiewicz. She has already been sworn in before her running mate and partner in this new administration, Ned Lamont. Let's go to our reporter Eva Zamara. She's at the state capitol now with more on the swearing in of Susan Bysiewicz. Eva?
Well, good afternoon to you, Dennis. It was a really exciting morning in the Senate chamber. The newly sworn in lieutenant governor received a standing ovation as she walked in today. Now, at 11 o'clock this morning, Lieutenant Governor Susan Bysiewicz was sworn in, becoming the 109th Lieutenant Governor of Connecticut. She took the oath surrounded by her family. Now, following her swearing in, the Lieutenant Governor thanked her predecessor, Lieutenant Governor Nancy Wyman, for her many years of public service here in the state. Lieutenant Governor Bysiewicz went on to say how excited she is to work with Governor-elect Ned Lamont, who will be sworn in shortly. She says growing up on a potato farm in Middletown, she learned at a very early age to always fight for what's right and to stand up for those in need. Now, Lieutenant Governor Bysiewicz adds she will continue to fight in this new role.
The road ahead might be tough, but we can and we will confront the important issues and challenges facing our state. We will help small businesses grow, thrive, and create good-paying jobs.
Now, if you missed any of her swearing-in ceremony, we streamed it on our Channel 3 Facebook page. Live inside of the state capitol this morning, I'm Eva Zamaris, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Eva, thank you very much. If you can see behind me, the crowd here at the Armory is starting to grow a little bit larger. And Governor Malloy is right in the middle. He's in the middle aisle there, making his way through with the First Lady, Kathy Malloy. So you'll see all sorts of politicos here today, mayors from all over the state, first selectmen from all over the state, legislative officials as well. But also, there's some nice little scenes here, very poignant scenes. There's a dad here with his young son. There are some teenagers here who probably took the day off of school to witness history up close and personal. So Governor Lamont, Governor Elect Ned Lamont, will officially become governor at about 12:30, and we'll have full coverage coming up a little bit later and more about just what's going on here behind the scenes. There are some protesters right now outside the Armory. You'll see that coming up in just a couple of minutes. Kara, back to you.
Thank you, Dennis. And Dennis will be anchoring our inaugural coverage from the Armory all day long. We'll be checking back in with you, especially after the governor-elect takes his oath of office. We invite you to stay right here with Channel 3 for continuing coverage of the inauguration. The ceremony will officially begin at 12:30 this afternoon at the State Armory. That's expected to take about an hour. Immediately after that, there will be a 19-gun salute outside of the Armory, followed by an inaugural parade that's free and open to the public, and a C-130 flyover. All of it you can watch streaming live on our Channel 3 app. Then at approximately 2:30, we will join you live again on air to bring you, then it will be Governor Lamont's State of the State address. The day wraps up with the inaugural ball at 7 p.m. at the Connecticut Convention Center.